Seriously, you're not poor for nothing. What you do with your paycheck in the first few days of the month is exactly what's holding you back. There's something you do every month with your paycheck that keeps you broke. You work, you grind, you kill yourself, but there's never any money left. And it's not because you earn little. It's because your mind has already decided you're going to stay broke. And today I'm going to show you that in no uncertain terms. If you're tired of living in poverty, this message is for you, because the truth is harsh. You don't get rich by earning more. You get rich by spending better. The problem isn't how much comes in. It's how much goes out on impulse, on vanity, in an attempt to reward yourself with something you can't even afford. Shopping, installment plans, going out, frivolity. All of this seems harmless, but seriously, it's poison in drops. You think you deserve to spend after a tough month. But do you know what you really deserve? You deserve peace. You deserve to sleep soundly, without worrying about your credit limit. You deserve freedom. And you know what the worst part is? Most people don't even know where their money is going. They just feel it disappearing like magic. And then, before you know it, you're already in debt again. You're living the same cycle every month. You don't realize it, but you sabotage yourself with your own salary. Every time money arrives in your account, your first reaction isn't to organize, it's to spend. You associate salary with immediate reward. You've learned that working hard gives you the right to spend it all on the weekend. And this cycle destroys your financial life. You reward yourself with consumption because your brain has learned that spending is pleasure. But quick pleasure brings long-term pain. Pain that lasts the entire month. And here's the hardest part to hear. Your mind thinks small. You don't think about growth. You think about survival. Phrases like money doesn't bring happiness. Rich people are thieves. Better to owe than to die in debt are what keep your mind in poverty. As long as you continue to believe that having money is wrong, you will remain poor, because any increase you make will turn into expenses. It doesn't turn into freedom. It turns into more debt. You think you're rewarding yourself when you buy something you can't afford. But what you're doing is sabotaging yourself. You're trading freedom for momentary relief. You're selling your future for a pizza, a pair of sneakers, a new cell phone. Seriously though, that's not a reward. That's prison. You're not poor just because you lack money. You're poor because you refuse to do what needs to be done. Sacrifice now to reap later. And that's why every month feels the same. That's why you end the month in the red. And worst of all, thinking there's no way out. But there is. There always is. And it starts here. The first step is to stop fooling yourself. Stop saying, I don't earn much. And start asking, how am I spending? Take a real look at your month. Get a piece of paper, an app, a spreadsheet. Figure out where your money is going. You'll be amazed. After that, cut the leaks. Cancel what you don't use. Swap delivery for takeout. Reduce your outings. Is it boring? Yes, but it's necessary. Start saving, even if it's just 10 rials a week. Isn't that enough? Of course, but it's not about the amount. It's about habit. It's about training your mind to respect your own money. Those who save little with discipline save a lot when they can. Those who save nothing spend it all, always. And so it continues in the same cycle. You need to understand that money isn't just a number. It's a behavior, and changing behavior requires awareness. That's why some people earn 2,000 and are saving, while others earn 10,000 and are in debt. It's not about salary. It's about mindset, and that mindset needs to change now. Seriously, you can't keep living like this. You need to make peace with your money. You need to stop running away from your bank statement. You need to make adult decisions with your salary, because no one is going to do it for you. And until you do, you'll continue to feel this burden every month. You're not poor for nothing. You're poor because of the decisions you make without thinking. But starting today, that can change. You can decide not to repeat the same mistake. You can decide not to spend impulsively. You can decide to prioritize your freedom, not your appearance. Because at the end of the day, no one cares about what you have, but everyone suffers from the debts you hide. If this video made you think, do this. Comment below. Enough of this. Share it with someone who's always sabotaging themselves. Because the moral of the story is this: either you change or you stay broke. Seriously, honestly.